we recruit you, we tell you 3 things. I promise every player 3 things, and they're the exact same thing for the last 35 years. You're going to be the best player you can be, you're going to be the best person you can be, and you're going to be the best student that you can be. And we're there in every way to help them. That's our goal, is to help them, to take them, nurture them, and in the meantime, they're gonna play basketball and give back to the school that way. We keep a constant dialogue with them to help them and know what path they're going, and so that we deliver them the day they walk across that stage and get their diploma, they're ready for the real world. That's our goal and our job. I think we've been very successful at it. You know, I guess time will tell.
Everybody, welcome inside the Breslin Center, where tonight the Golden Grizzlies take on the number 10 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans.
This is what this is about. Every one of you, when you were little, dreamed of playing a game like this in front of 14,000 people on national TV. Don't let the moment consume you.
Brad Brechting dominates the tip, and away we go. Brechting off the glass, and he fills it up. Goins turns around and hits a half hook over the left shoulder. Xavier faces up against Tillman. It's Xavier on Xavier. Scores it and one. Now up ahead, Ward will make the catch on the run and lay it up and in. Away to Cassius Winston. Spartans looking to push. He'll pull up for 3 and he buries it. Norris stepping through, fadeaway 3. Of course! Braden Norris with a step back 3 at the buzzer.
You've got to execute, but you're good enough to do it. If you execute, you're going to get open, and we can shoot. Step up and knock down shots.
Kamari Newman with a big triple on the right wing. Cassius Winston drives around Xavier, hangs in the air and scores it. Brad Brechting was hacked on the way up, and Coach Campy's beside himself right now.
You come down and don't call this, they call it on us. He just got butchered.
He drop steps baseline and lays it in off the window. Stepping through, he picked up the ball after Xavier knocked it away and flipped it up and in off the square. The Michigan State Spartans, the number 10 team in the country, had their way with the Golden Grizzlies 99-69.
I think that from the outside, if you look and see the final score, you say, wow, State really crushed them, and those games haven't been close. But I thought we got a lot out of the game for such a young team playing in that environment and that atmosphere. Once Xavier fouled out, I think it was an 11 or 10-point game, and it was a competitive game. We were never comfortable. We were on the edge, though, where a good run could get us right in the game. And then when Xavier picked up his 5th foul, I had a decision to make with 7-8 minutes to go. Do I, battle and see if we can, keep this thing, get this thing in single digits, or is this a really good chance to give the 4 freshmen a chance to play together and experience? And I chose to go with the 4 freshmen, and I think it really helped us. It's down the road.
I think that's something good that came out of the game was definitely the experience. I think that was Babatunde's first game playing, so it was good to see him, go out there and get some action against those guys, as well as also playing against that type of team that likes to run and transition and rebound.
We inserted Trayvon Maddox into the starting lineup against Michigan State, and obviously he's played well. Braden Norris has continued his consistent play, limiting his turnovers, getting us into the offense, knocking down threes.
Getting up and down the floor and some of our transition problems, and I think we've improved since then. So I think that difficult preseason schedule and that stretch of 6-8 games on, in a row on the road is hardened our guys and made them a better group and a tougher group.
The X's continue to be steady. Javen Cumberland still shooting the ball at a high clip. Kids like Trey Maddox, now that he's warmed up into his starting role, playing good on both ends of the ball.
The bigger schools, I think they bring out the best in you. They bring out things that you didn't know your team had. So I think that playing these big schools like Michigan State, Georgia, I think it really helped us a lot in the long run. Just from playing where the places we played at and the non-conference, and it really built our confidence off those losses, and it taught us a lot.
Well, we've been gone a month, 8 games on the road in a month. It's not ideal, it's not what you really want, but again, it's just the way it shook out. And now we come home with a huge, huge weekend. And I believe our students will be there. I believe the place is going to be rocking. We need to be prepared for it. We need to be ready for it. We need to compete. Our fans want to see wins. They haven't seen us in a month. They want to see a better team than they saw when we left. And I believe we really are. Now we got to show everybody and play that way.
When your hands are busy, you should have the only storage system of its kind. Unmatched technology at your fingertips and capability you won't find in other trucks. Keep your hands busier than ever with the all-new Ram 1500, Motor Trend's 2019 Truck of the Year.
During the auto show, well-qualified returning employee lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2019 Ram 1500 for $199 a month.
At Ascension, our care teams listen to you as a woman and an expecting mom. Whether it's your first child or your next, our network of doctors, nurses, and specialists take the time to understand the care you need, including special care. Then we create an experience that's right for you and her, or him, or both. Visit AscensionMIBaby.com.
As an Oakland University Credit Union member, you can have access to your money whenever and wherever you need it. Sign up today for a Visa debit card and carry the confidence of Visa everywhere you go. Take advantage of our mobile app and e-deposit. Plus, you can sign up for Apple Pay using your OUCU Visa. With convenient branch locations and over 30,000 ATMs nationwide, accessing your money is easy. Visit oucreditunion.org for more information or to open an account today.
We get asked all the time to do things, from reading to kids in the public schools. One year we went into a school in Detroit and we painted and washed windows, and we got the school ready for school year to start. So there's all kinds of things that come our way.
I've never really been the type of guy, my family, or me and my mom, we've never really been the type of guy to just go out and give to the homeless, and it's not something that we did. We didn't have the luxury of doing something like that. Camp is he's really big on that type of stuff, giving back to the community and helping people out, that are in need.
I mean, there isn't a better thing in the world you can do than that. To see the group of people gather together, put those meals together, and then to go out into the community and see the look on those people's faces. And now that we've been doing it, we find some repeats. They know it's coming, and I mean, they're waiting, and it's a really, really good thing to do.
We actually had Nikita Tellisford, number 12 on the women's team, join us. I know Sarah and Camp would love, to have somebody on the women's team join. So she came and she actually had a good time, and I thank her for it. You know what I'm saying? Even though I pretty much had to drag her because she's my girlfriend. All right, cut that. Don't do that.
We have a creed, and our creed is to try and grow and develop young people. He sees the big picture. Obviously, they come to college to play sports and to compete and to win, but they're here for education. They're here to learn all those different aspects off the basketball floor that's so important to be successful in life.
I came in here, my first major was, I think, business. And, I just wanted to have a major that sounded good, you know what I'm saying? You tell somebody, oh yeah, this is the major I'm in, and they're like, ooh, wow, But I was really thinking about it. I was like, man, I don't know if I could do this. I couldn't sit in a cubicle, you know what I'm saying, and just type up numbers and math. I don't know. So after talking to myself, I realized I wanted to venture out, and met with some people and took a couple tests and all that, and they said, maybe you should try some art stuff. And I was like, no, my mom would kill me, it's not really good. So it's actually kind of ironic. I went to YouTube and I found out what some YouTubers were doing. So I kind of look at what videos were I looking at. And it was crazy because the videos I were looking at were Photoshop, InDesign, you know what I'm saying, and Illustrator videos. And I was like, wow, maybe I should actually learn how to use this stuff instead of watching speed tutorials.
If you look at X, he is a very, very creative person. He's a special person for sure. So with him in graphic designs, I've seen some of his work before, and he's a very, very talented graphic designer, and I'm glad, I'm proud for him.
You don't really normally see that in a basketball guy, but I mean, he likes it. He shows us all the time his pictures. He even tries to do pictures of us sometimes, but it's just, you never really see it, so it's just shocking to see that.
He's always talking about different kind of graphics, different kind of shoes, and how he wants to work for Nike all the time and create his own shoes and a lot of that stuff. So that's just X being X.
Camp had the idea of making, I think, the All-Star jerseys from last year. He said he liked that black and white scheme. So I'm like, let's do it. Let's do the black and white.
Coach Campy is really flexible with our jerseys. Whatever we wanted, he's like, okay, let's do it. But he did pick the all white and all black jerseys. He didn't let us do really anything special with those. He for sure wanted those. But our gray jerseys is what we customized, and then Xavier wanted the yellow uniforms back with us.
One thing I did tell him, I believe I told him, I'm like, hey, if you do it, you got to do it right. And the pants, I know, is something that I really wanted, the striped pants. I didn't actually want the striped pants. He wanted the striped pants. I wanted pants in general.
Campy wanted the pants. We wanted the pants, but X wanted to go a little bit more exotic. So he wanted the striped pants, but we were a little skeptical at the beginning, but I mean, I think they look nice with the uniforms. It's something different. You don't really see that too much, so I like it.
The black and white striped pants, Xavier's creative mind. So that's how that came upon us.
The pants, the idea of pants were X's idea. The stripes, on the other hand, were Camp's idea, just to clarify. Grizz Nation.
The only way they can beat us is this guy's got to throw it the length of the floor to go in. You have to hit the rim.
When my hair gets too long, I lose my edge. But when my cut's right, I'm right. I'm back to being me. My dimples activate. My cleft chin becomes cleftier. I get a twinkle on my tooth, and I speak fluent French. Garbage, chaise lounge, mayonnaise.
Au revoir! Get in, get out, back to greatness. Download the online check-in app. Great clips. It's gonna be great.
Compassionate personalized care has a new name. St. John Providence is now known as Ascension. Though the signs on our buildings are changing, Ascension caregivers have been here all along. Only now your doctors, clinics, and hospitals are connected to experts and specialists across the state and the country. So you are able to find the care you need, when and where you need it. That's more than 100 years of history rolled into one exciting new beginning. We are Ascension.
Hi, welcome to Realty.
In-house training. Full-time administrative staff. Professional photography. All this at no cost to the agent. Real Team Real Estate, the official real estate provider for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies.
Once you commit yourself to something, and that's what you're gonna do, then you put in the work to get it done. And if that means coming to work on a holiday, I mean coming to work on a holiday. Because if we're not doing work, somebody else is. And that person or that team is really doing work, they're gonna get the upper hand on us.
You gotta sacrifice to win, so whether that's practicing on Christmas Day or whatever, but we gotta put in the work, we know what we got to do, so we're willing to sacrifice to win a championship.
We practice Christmas Day, I'm in the office Christmas Eve day. It's just, it is what it is. It's our job, and the players know it, the coaches know it, we signed up for it, and this is how we do and what we do.
You know, working through those times, I think the holidays are a good time for your team to pull together a little bit, be around each other a lot, get some extra work in, and you know, whether it be on the floor or video work, and kind of grow as a group.
Coach mentioned to the team we wouldn't have been conference ready if we wouldn't have played the schedule we've played. I mean, it's just not Michigan State, it's UNLV, it's Georgia, it's Xavier. It's 7, 8 straight road games that puts us in this position to start the conference season.
You want to be in the top 4. This year, more than at any other time, you want to be in the top 4 because you get a home tournament game. In the postseason, the conference tournament, the 1 through 4 get home games. The conference schedule is laid on your lap, and it changes every year. This is the 2nd consecutive year that we've been on the road for 2 games to start it. In our 6 years in the Horizon League, we're now 5-1 in openers, so it looks like we've been prepared and ready to play them. So I give the kids a lot of credit for that.
Michigan State is a very talented team. They can really move the ball, so playing against that fast-paced a game, it really helps us out when we get into our conference games because some of those teams pretty much looking like slow motion.
Brad Brechting, a kid who has played limitedly over the first 2 years, had a great road trip. I think he was 15 for 18 on the road. Seeing growth, I think, not only as a team but individually in their confidence. You know, there's an old Bill Parcells line that guys figure out, hey, I can do this. And I think some of those guys are getting to that point.
Kamari Newman for 3 in the lead. Of course!
Kamari Newman, there is no question that he is a very talented offensive player. And the greatest thing about him as a basketball player is he's fearless. I want him taking a shot. I guarantee you that. If there's a big shot to be taken, I want him taking it because he's fearless.
Ever since, I've been here and I've been working on my game, that redshirt year gave me a lot of time to put up a lot of shots and work on my game under those situations. So when the time comes and my name is called, it just seems like my game elevates, to the next level. And I'm always ready for that big moment,
Xavier Hill-Mays hits a triple. And Sharp just catches and launches. He's got a swag to him right now. Here's Javen Cumberland off the screen. Jalen Tate goes right at Kamari Newman and gets the bucket. Another high ball screen, and the 3 is filled up by Jalen Tate. 39% three-point shooter strikes.
Let's go, guys. Let's go, man. Let's go. Get it. Go. Lift your hands up, man.
Hey, the reason I'm angry is because of what he just said. It's not talent, it's not, I'm mad because of they out-efforted us and how stupid we played. That's what I'm mad about.
Let's dial in. Keep your hands on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Cumberland goes around the Brechting screen, gets to the cup, puts it in off the window. Brechting against Vogt. Goes up and under. Oh, what a move by the big man, Brad Brechting.
Let's get a bucket here, and we need stops. If they don't score again, we win.
Of course, Kamari Newman. Wow. 8 seconds left, the game's on the line. Robinson to Walton for the lead, it's an air ball. Newman fouled with 0.7 seconds left. No good. Catching and launching at the buzzer. McDonald can't get it to go. The Golden Grizzlies win it 76-74. What a ball game.
I got on you about toughness at halftime. We out-toughed them. We out-toughed them. All 10 guys played. All 10 guys helped us win. Babatune, it was 2 minutes, but it was a really good 2 minutes. You got a rebound. You were physical. You give me. I believe in you, man. Your day will be here someday. I really believe in you. Pittman, the guy made a shot on you, but you didn't let him go right, and that's what I told you to do. And you didn't hear a word from me, did you? Because you did what I asked you to do. It's a hell of a win. This is a hell of a win. Okay? Good win.
With an Oakland University Credit Union account, you can access your money whenever and wherever you need it. Sign up today for a Visa debit card and carry the confidence of Visa everywhere you go. Take advantage of our mobile app and e-deposit. Plus, you can sign up for Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Samsung Pay using your OUCU Visa. With convenient branch locations and over 30,000 ATMs nationwide, accessing your money is easy. Visit oucreditunion.org for more information or to open an account today.
schedule online anytime. Now you can easily schedule an appointment with Ascension Care Teams at St. John Providence and Ascension Crittenton, no matter where you are or what you're up to. If you're a new patient or if you've been here before, we have appointments available at locations near you. Find your appointment online anytime at getascensioncaresemi.com.
When my hair is too long, I don't feel right. But when I get a cut, I'm me again, only better. My tattoo gets feistier. My crazy eye snaps to attention. I become my own Wi-Fi hotspot.
I just downloaded the entire internet.
And trust falls? They don't even scare me anymore.
That pomade really broke my fall. Get in, get out, back to greatness. Download the online check-in app. Great clips. It's gonna be great.
After that win over Northern Kentucky just a few nights ago, things have changed in the league standings. The Golden Grizzlies sitting at the top of the pack with a 3-0 mark. Wright State coming in scuffling a little bit at 1-2. Today, well, they're playing for their life. And it is ALS Awareness Day here inside the arena. Of course, in honor of longtime trainer Tom Ford. The ball is in the air. The Golden Grizzlies control the tip. And away we go. There's a three from the top of the key by Mark Hughes. Xavier Hill-Mays turns and does some work.
Loudon Love, just too much of a load down there.
Go and a take by Kamari Newman, easy money. Wampler, he took Kamari Newman right to the rim and scored it. Kamari Newman pump fake for three. Off the heel, and that sums up the first half for Oakland.
There's no pretty points here. We got to battle now and get our ass back in the game and then execute.
Turns and spins and flips it over his left shoulder and in. Big bucket for Oakland to get the second half started. And it's an easy answer for Wright State. 42-31, the Raiders have the lead. Short floater is perfect.
Everything's a jog. There's no effort. There's no effort. Now's the time.
16-point spread. James back with some easy sugar and a two-hand stuff. Bill Wampler with a huge answer from the left corner. Javen Cumberland, the lead is down to 9. Here come the Golden Grizzlies. Here comes Hughes, running the floor, laying it up and in. And the Wright State Raiders, for the fourth consecutive time, up in the Golden Grizzlies here in the arena, 89-73.
They're a championship level team. They've been there. They got beat, finished second in the league last year. Finished second in the league last year. Went to the tournament and won it. Have great expectations. And they came out here and they played for their lives. And we didn't. Now, did anybody think they're some super team that we can't go beat them at their place? You think that, X?
Hell no. I don't think that.
All right. So then let's learn from this loss. Let's not be, coaches go crazy, and let's take it for what it is. There was no juice, and the fact that we turned it over against pressure tells you where your mind is, and the fact that every loose ball went to them tells you where the difference between their mind and our mind was. So we learned from that. And we go take the next game in the grind.
I think as a basketball coach, more than in many, many professions in life, because you're dealing with 18 to 22-year-olds, that you have to be able to adapt. And if you don't adapt, you're not going to succeed. And I think that this group, I'm not sure that my past history of how I interact with them during games may not be the best way with this team. And I'm learning that through the non-conference schedule. And I really, really have tried to adapt to them. I don't want to not be who I am and not use some things that I think are very effective in the coaching world. But I also have to understand who my audience is.
Their defense has been outstanding. They got 4 points, 2 from the line.
Usually our team, if you make a mistake, you get pulled, next guy up, and then if he makes a mistake, you go back in, so it's kind of like a cycle. But with all of us finally being able to get a chance to, like, if we screw up, we can stay in the game and then make second effort plays. And I feel like Campy has seen that, like with example Kamari making that huge game winner. He really wasn't having a good game, but when it came down to the stretch, he made some really big shots for us.
You know, I'm really not going to keep throwing around we're young, because we're not anymore. We have enough games where we matured and we know how to play now. So they understand, come in, put in work like the coach has been putting in work, and collectively, that's the result you get. And you come out with a happy locker room after those games with a good feeling, and then you come back to practice and that energy is flowing.
When I see him doing something like that, it just shows that, you know, he wants us to really win. He's willing to make changes in himself. He's definitely not yelling as much. He's still yelling, but he's not yelling as much, and it's how he's yelling, you know. But yeah, Camp, I see you, man, to making those changes for us, for the betterment of the team. I see you, man. Keep doing your thing.
Catch Oakland basketball at the O-Arena. For tickets to all Oakland basketball games, call 248-370-4000 or visit GoldenGrizzlies.com.
At Ascension, our care teams listen to and get to know you and your child. Then we create a personalized pediatric experience that's right for you both. Our network of doctors, nurses, and specialists deliver the care you need, even when it's special care, because families come to us for many needs, from many places, in many sizes. Visit ascension.org/Michigan.